Hello, everyone, and welcome to a slightly different kind of Friday episode. There's no topic from history or science today. Instead, I want to do something I haven't done in a while. I want to pull back the curtain and have a direct conversation with you. Just you and me. I want to do this because this podcast, this community we've built together, is about to evolve in a way that I'm incredibly excited about, and I want to share the why, the what, and the how with you personally. Now, before I say anything else, I just need to start with thank you. Whether you've been listening since the very first episode or you just found the show last week, your time and attention are the most valuable things you can give, and I'm endlessly grateful that you choose to spend some of it here with me. This entire journey is only possible because of you. And here, I would like to extend a very warm thank you to all my Patreon supporters and Apple Podcast subscribers. And I wish I had the time to mention everyone by name, but I can't miss this opportunity not to mention my greatest supporter and friend Rada for standing by me and by this show for so long. English Plus and I owe a great debt of gratitude to you. I couldn't have done that without you, so thank you very much, my dear friend. I would also like to thank Deepak for being my very first supporter when no one knew what English Plus was. To be honest, even I didn't know what English Plus was, and it was not even called English Plus. So thank you, Deepak. And there are names that have become so familiar to me over the years, who have been the bedrock of this community. Adnan, Susan, Javier, Brenna, Elena, Rui, Ihar, Sammy, Socrates, Akio, Alina, Angel, Bainam, Carlos, Srinivasa, Thomas, Catalin, Giuseppe, Christian, Adrian, Barbara, Tuan, Piotr, Afshin, Tunita, Agnieszka, Wilasini, Eva, Ceci, Ismail, Sai, Omar, Jailton. To these individuals and to the hundreds of others on Patreon whose support I see and appreciate every single month. My thanks also go to all my subscribers on Apple Podcasts. I may not be able to see your names, but I see your support, and it means the world to me. I'm sure you're listening to me right now, so thank you very much. Now, for the longest time, as many of you know, I followed a pretty intense schedule. For a while, it was 7 different topics a week, one for each day, sometimes more, sometimes less. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I really enjoyed it. It was an incredible challenge. I got to explore everything from Dante's Inferno to the details of CRISPR. And the amount I learned was staggering. And I hope it was the same for you. I mean, it was like a workout for my brain every single day. But over time, I started to feel a growing sense of, a sense that I wasn't doing these incredible topics justice. I felt like I was only ever scratching the surface. Now, we'd have one fascinating episode on a huge topic like cognitive biases, and then we'd have to move on the next day. And I always had this nagging feeling that there was so much more depth, so many more interesting stories and details we were leaving behind. And I realized if I felt this way as the creator, you must have felt it too as the listener. So I asked myself a simple question. What if, instead of going wide, we went deep? What if we could take one of these fascinating subjects and give it the time and attention it truly deserves? And that question is what led to the big change I'm so thrilled to announce today. Starting next Monday, English Plus Podcast is moving to a thematic week model. What that means is that each week, Monday to Friday, we will explore one single fascinating topic in a 5-part deep dive. We'll be able to connect dots, explore nuances, and really immerse ourselves in a subject in a way we never could before. And of course, because we are English Plus, there will always be those language-focused sections that you love to take your knowledge and English to the next level, so this part of our episode is not going anywhere. Now, this change is all about raising the quality and depth of the show. It's about respecting your intelligence and curiosity by giving you a more cohesive, comprehensive, and satisfying learning experience. And that brings me to the second part of this evolution. Now, as you know, this podcast is my passion, but it is also my work. It is a one-person operation, and it's only made possible by the incredible generosity of my subscribers on Apple Podcasts and Patreon. Their support is what keeps the lights on and allows me to dedicate the immense amount of time needed for research, writing, and production. So when designing this new format, my goal was to do two things simultaneously. First, I want to give more high-quality content to everyone for free on all platforms. And second, I want to give my paying subscribers something even more valuable and special to thank them for their support. I believe I've found a way to do just that, and I want to be completely transparent about how it will work. So here's the plan. For everyone on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it, you will still get a new episode from me Monday through Friday. The big difference is that now those 5 episodes will be part of one cohesive story. You will get the full narrative, the deep dive into the week's topic, what I've started calling the plus part of the show. It is a complete, engaging experience. Now, for my premium subscribers on Apple Podcasts and Patreon, you get the plus part and you also get the English part. Now, attached to every single one of those daily episodes will be our signature Focus on Language section. This is the premium upgrade, the expert lesson, the deep dive into vocabulary, grammar, speaking, and writing delivered to you with every single episode. And to make sure everyone understands the value of these lessons, every Monday's episode will be a full experience showcase. The main topic and the full Focus on Language section will be completely free for everyone on Mondays. You will get to see exactly what the premium experience is like every single week. Well, I thought a lot about it, and I think this model makes sense. And now going back to Thematic Weeks, I'm so incredibly excited about the content I have planned. Now, to give you a taste, I will tell you about our very first 4-week cycle that's going to start on Monday. Week 1, which is next week, we're going to have a deep dive into understanding cognitive biases. We're going to explore the mental shortcuts that shape our lives in depth, not just in one episode, in 5 episodes. And of course, don't forget about the language focus sections that's going to be attached to every single one of these 5 episodes. So that's going to be our first week in this 4-week cycle. The second week, we'll have some fun with an urban legends deep dive, looking at the stories we tell and why we believe them. Week 3, we're going to have a very practical week on how to raise lifelong learners, a topic very close to my heart, and I hope it's close to yours too. And finally, on week 4, to cap off our first month, I'll be sharing something very personal, the world premiere of my own original novella, with my own music, and this novella is called Two Lovers of No Man's Land. Well, my friends, this is the new English Plus podcast. Deeper, more cohesive, more engaging, and I hope more valuable to you than ever before. Well, this change is born from a desire to make the best show I possibly can. The heart of the podcast isn't changing. My commitment to bringing you fascinating stories and helping you master the English language is stronger than ever. We're just upgrading the framework to better serve that mission. And I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts on this new direction. This has always been a community, and your feedback means the world to me. You can always reach out to me through my email, danny@englishpluspodcast.com, or directly on my Patreon page. Well, that's all I wanted to say in this episode. It's a very short episode, I know, but a very important one because it marks the path of English Plus Podcast for the next few months and hopefully the next few years. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here. I can't wait to start this new chapter with you next week. And always remember, never stop learning with English Plus Podcast. I'll see you on Monday.